Hello, my name is Charlotte White, and today I'm going to show you how to create a custom color palette in Tableau. The workbook that I'm going to be working with today is a workbook that comes with all Tableau software, and that is the Superstore workbook. So I'm going to go ahead and open up that workbook. And our company has asked us to create a custom color palette using the company's colors. These are the company's colors. So I do happen to have the colors here. I can sample these colors in Photoshop, or I can use the hex value that my company has provided. If you do have Photoshop and you'd like to know how to sample these colors to get that hex value, you can use the color sample tool here. I can click on this orange and then double click this color here. And you can see this is the hex value that I need. So now that I have that color, I'm going to copy it so I can use it in a moment. I'm going to move my Photoshop out of the way. And so the worksheet that I'm going to be working with is under the shipping dashboard. So I'll select the shipping dashboard here. To go in and look at this specific worksheet, I'm going to select this worksheet here within the dashboard, and I'm going to click on this down arrow for more options and select to go to that sheet. And so what I want to be able to do here is change these colors to use that orange, green, and blue value that we looked at earlier. So first, let's take a look at the color palettes that Tableau does have available to us. Those are located under Marks and under Color. So I'm going to now select Color here and go to Edit Colors. And what I wanted to take a look at is the color palettes that Tableau does provide at this time. We are going to be creating a color palette called Company Color Palette. As you can see, that palette is not listed here. The color palette that is currently being used is this Tableau 10 palette, which does have this brown, gray, and blue value. So to create a brand new color palette, what I need to do is open up Notepad on my computer. And I have done a little bit of the work for you here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this file here and I'm going to paste it in the bottom of this video so that you can use it later. But for now, what we need to do is go in and add these color values to this file. So right now, if we take a look at the value that is between these two color tags, this value is just a black. I need to remove this value and actually paste in that value that we copied and pasted earlier. So I do need to make sure that this pound sign or number sign is in front of that value. And then I can add in as many colors as I'd like, up to 20 for each color palette. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this code. I already have most of it written. And then paste it here. Now the blue value, looking at that here on my other screen, that value is going to be 0088CE. And then I also need to copy my green value. And that value is 00AC3E. And so another thing that I could do here is I could copy this palette and I can create a second palette. So just showing you that you can add in multiple color palettes here. This is where I would change the name of my color palette. So I'm going to name this Company Color Palette. And then just to show you, I can add more than one here. We'll just call this one Colors 2. And if I were to go and add in just a black value, I could to this one, just for sample purposes. I do need to make sure that my values here have 6 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if I wanted to add in a white value, that would be all F. So F, 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 F. And just going to remove this additional color here. And when I'm saving these color palettes, I need to make sure that I'm saving them to my Tableau repository. And so we're going to go ahead and save this file and place it in that location. To do that, we need to go to File, Save As, and then the repository on a PC should be located under Documents, and then My Tableau Repository. And so I need to name this Preferences. And I need to be very specific with my naming. I need to make sure that I spell it right. And then the file extension needs to be .tps. For the Save As type, I need to make sure that this is selected to All Files. And it looks like I may have saved one of these before. So if you are working with a color palette for the first time adding it to Tableau, you most likely will not have this file. And so I have, so I'm just going to save over this file. Yes, I would like to replace. And next, what I want to show you is if we go back to Tableau and we attempt to add this color palette now, it's not here. So what we need to do is restart our Tableau software. So I'm going to close out of this, and of course close out of my software altogether. And I need to launch my Tableau software again. All right, so I'm going to launch that Superstore workbook. And we were working with the shipping tab, so I'm going to that tab. We were also working with a specific worksheet, so I'm going to go to that sheet. And now if I go to color, and I go to edit colors, and I look for my new color palettes, here they are. So I'm going to select this company color palette and assign that palette. And it looks like Tableau has actually picked out the colors that I wanted to use for each item. So for shipped late, I did want it to be orange. On time is good, so I definitely wanted it to display as green. And early, I wanted it to display as blue. But just to show you, if I did want my shipped late to be a different color, I could select it here, select this green. For on time, I could select orange. But like I said, this was already set up the way I wanted it to look. And so now I'm going to hit apply. And so there you have it. That is how you set up a custom Tableau color palette.